Hey, today we'll be taking a look at the Rangias from T9G or T9G. These guys were one of the first artists and first toys that I collected when I started looking into Sofubi. This is because they were more well known in the cutesy soft vinyl scene. It was Instinct Toy, T9G, Uamu, Shokunagazawa, Konatsu, and Dahara, but I don't really collect Dahara stuff at all. So here's the T9G, and this is the original, or the more, how would you call it, iconic design from T9G himself. There are a few other collaboration pieces or new items that kind of stem or gets its inspiration from this Rangias. The Rangias is separated into a few types. There is this one, which is the regular Rangias. There is the Rangias with 4 arms. So there's 2 arms here, and then 2 arms that are attached to the top of its, to the sides of its head. And there is a middle, which is a smaller version and with 2 arms. I don't like the middle at all. It's a bit more disproportionate, so I wouldn't recommend picking up one of those. There is now a Rangias Junior, which is very, very cute. I have not been able to get my hands on one, so I'm just waiting for be able to get one on retail, hopefully, or at a fairly reasonable price to put beside this guy. This, after a while, I mean, after a few years, I started to thin down my collection. I'm running out of shelf space, so I had to let go of a lot of my Rangias. So the only ones I have left is this guy and the 4-arm one that I got from Pop Mart. And I kept this one because it's spectacular colorway. When I saw it, I think it was a Hong Kong or some kind of like overseas convention. I was in Iraq at the time, so I couldn't pick anything up, so I had to buy it on resale. But this guy was stunning. I mean, look at this. This is just in like, I mean, it's incredible. Okay, first it's in transparent vinyl. I think it is painted or a double casted in white on the inside, and then they did sprays on the outside, like rainbow looking sprays on the outside, and it just looks absolutely stunning. Even if it oxidizes, I mean, it'll be a little bit yellow, but I mean, you still have the white on the under and the inside, and the rainbow colors on the outside. I feel like that should deter it from it looking too gross from the oxidation. What I really like about T9G, or what really struck me when I first started collecting this stuff, was that it had a lot of detail on the back, because I don't really like displaying it in the front. It's a little bit goofy. That is also, I guess, the charm of it, is that it looks really derpy. But my favorite way to display this guy is on the side like this, so you can showcase the goofy grin while at the same time you see a lot of detail from the back, which are these horns and spikes on the back of this guy. However, by displaying it like this, it takes up quite a lot of shelf space again, and it's a big problem for me. So that's why I don't have so many of these guys anymore. Let's look at this guy in detail. I don't know if it's possible to get this version or this colorway per se online, but you might be able to I mean, they aren't like crazy expensive anyway. What I really like about this is that, you have these, because the outside is in clear vinyl, you are able to see like these kind of nails protruding out, which is a nice touch on the arms and feet, or basically at the extremities of the toy. And it's nice because you see some sprays that are like that are hard, I guess hard or solid sprays, and then you have some translucent or sprays that make it look, it's a very nice contrast, and it makes it more fun to look at, like a jelly, like kind of jello or jelly like colors, which is very nice. For articulation for this guy, the head is movable, the 2 arms and a piece of its tail. The legs are not. So if you want to look at Rangias and its colorways, I would recommend getting a 2-arm versus a 4-arm. The 4-arms are more expensive and they are cooler. They do have more posability because you have more things to do with the arms, but I think that having it come out of the head kind of ruins it a little bit. in the overall like design or aesthetic of the toy. It does look good. It is nice, but it's really up to you for your taste. And for colorway wise, my favorite ones are this one, the glow in the dark and blue one, the blue glow in the dark one with color sprays. I think that was an Angel Abbey release from a lot of years back, and a recent one which is at a few conventions. I think in China, it was a yellow one with dark navy blue spots on them. They also did a Beams release with that one as well. Beams, which is a clothing brand, and that one is very, very nice. I think on a design or color scheme perspective, that's also a very nice colorway that I would recommend. Another one that I like is the zombie one, but that's just because it's in purple and I like purple. The rarer ones was I had a Subcharism one where they had it in kind of like a stonish looking figure. It looks like it was a sculpture more than a toy, so that was very cool. But in the end, I had to let that go and opted for keeping this one, which fits more in my pastelish kind of shelf. And that's it. There's the Rangias. I hope you guys like them. Definitely, if you guys are getting into it, or want something that's from a very iconic and long-standing soft vinyl artist, the Rangias is definitely something for you. Thanks.